There are now 6 federal candidates running in the Lethbridge riding, including notable names such as incumbent Conservative MP Rachel Thomas and former mayor and Liberal candidate Chris Spearman. As BCN has brought you conversations with most of the candidates, we had a chance to chat with Marc Slingerland, the Lethbridge candidate under the Christian Heritage Party. Marc and his party runs under the belief of, quote, the supremacy of God and the rule of law. BCN's Landon Hickok had a chance to sit down with Marc this week to ask him what his campaign prioritizes.
So what was sort of your motivation in running for federal politics under the name of the Christian Heritage? And what's kind of your background that you want to take into Ottawa?
I think it's very important that voters in Lethbridge have a opportunity to vote for a candidate and a party that is pro-life without exception, especially in the context of the last decade or so in Canada, as euthanasia has gone from an idea to a reality to a situation where Canada is kind of a cautionary tale internationally now for how quickly it has expanded and how the safeguards that are supposed to be there seem not to actually be functioning. Something like 1 in every 20 deaths in Canada now is from euthanasia, medical assistance in dying. And there's hundreds of documented cases of the safeguards that are supposed to be there, getting consultation and waiting periods and so on, that those are not being observed. And just that fundamental respect for human life and the value of every human life from conception to natural death.
What are your sort of angles in approaching the top issues that I would say most Canadians are faced with right now?
For sure. Debt, I mentioned already, that's actually a big one that comes into affordability. Among the issues, some things that lead to inflation and affordability issues are beyond the control of federal government, right? There's lots of factors that are just realities that we have to deal with. And yet, when we are now paying $125 million every day just to service the interest on the federal debt, that is a huge amount of money that is being stolen from future generations and is hurting Canadians right now. That's money that it's equivalent to one of the largest departments in our federal government, money that could much better go to the priorities of Canadians. So living within our means is certainly something that would help with affordability for every Canadian.